I know this period is very challenging for you. I know you think that you fucked up, you made mistakes, you're not going to be able to bounce back. But those are all lies. Those are all lies. Those are all lies from the pits of hell that your lower self is trying to say. Is trying to tell yourself. But I'm here to let you know that you move the right energies. You did all the right things on the higher realms, even when you thought you were doing the wrong things. Your ego cannot comprehend what is taking place because the ego thinks that things are correct when you're comfortable. The ego is only there to keep you safe. When it feels uncomfortable, it automatically is triggered into thinking that something is very, very wrong. The more uncomfortable it feels, the more that rug gets pulled from underneath it. But that's the only way that spirit can take hold and operate in the life, is when the ego is diminished or relegated to a lesser, much, much lesser role and is led by the higher self. And so when you go through that transition, that's why a lot of times things seem to get so shifted up and so out of whack, but that's just out of whack to what your ego is used to. Things get shifted around when there's massive change taking place. You got to think about it. Look at nature. Look at an earthquake. Look at a forest fire. Look at lightning, thunder. These appear to be very, very destructive elements within nature. Heavy rain. All these things give birth to new life. Move energy around. That's what's happening with you. Did you really think that you were going to do all of that, all that energy work, and not feel it? It's not all just, feeling great. That's coming. That's here. But you uprooted a lot of old programming. You uprooted and tossed out systems that have been running not just through you, but for generations. You did more work than you could ever be aware of. You got more accomplished in a shorter time than has ever been done before. You are cared for. You are loved. You are adored. You are protected. You have the hand of God. You have the hand of the universe. You have the hand of the ancestors. You have the hand of everything over your life. They're not going to allow you to fall. You're used to thinking that you're doing it on your own, but they've been there all along. And now they want you to just trust, which has been the hardest thing for you to do. Trust and breathe. And feel through everything. And recognize that this is a roller coaster. It's just a roller coaster, it's a ride. If you thought that roller coaster was going to go off the tracks and fall on the ground, or when you went on a spin on the roller coaster, if you really thought you were just going to shoot up out of your seat and go flying, free falling through the air and smash to the ground and just get ran over by a truck and all the things, that's the worst case scenarios that you are thinking, that aren't happening, that won't happen, because you've already made the ride. This is a ride. It's a roller coaster. You're strapped in. You're taken care of. And if and when you really recognize that, like, and I mean really just like, whoa, and it's gonna come, you're gonna start putting your hands up, you're gonna start laughing, smiling, yelling, woo, telling other people that are frightened, hey, it's just a ride, it's gonna be okay. With a certainty, with a knowingness. And it's all okay. You are loved, you are protected, you are guided. You are on the right path. You are perfected. Don't let that little voice say anything. Or let it talk, but it does not define you. It doesn't know what's going on. It's so limited and so small. I proclaim, declare, and decree by the power of my immortal soul that you are no longer operating from the levels of consciousness that you once operated from. You are no longer operating from an egoic state of mind. You are no longer thinking with your head. You are now thinking and feeling through your heart. I proclaim, declare, and decree that your soul has now taken control absolutely of your physical vessel, of your mind, of your body, of your spirit, and of your soul. That you are no longer operating from any low vibrational thought forms, any low vibrational desires, any low vibrational force fields. I cut and sever all ties to any low vibrational thoughts, any low vibrational force fields, any low vibrational traumas, any low vibrational agreements, contractual obligations, and soul ties and sexual ties that are restraining or were trying to or attempting to restrain your energy from being free and truly recognizing who you really are. You are greatness. You are the divine in manifest form. You are the architect, the author, the orchestrator of this whole play, of this whole reality. You are the energy. You are the energy of the money. You are the energy that runs this entire system and matrix. Without you, there's nothing. You are being healed. You are being reinvigorated. You are being re-inspired. You are being recalibrated. You are being resurrected. You are being re-energized. You are being re-empowered. You have been re-empowered. You have been reinvigorated. You have been reorganized, remade, renewed, remodeled. You did everything that you were supposed to do. It's not supposed to make sense. It's beyond this entire fathom. Like I said before, you operate in a realm and from a level of faith and a genius capabilities that are unfathomable by the conscious mind. It will not ever be able to think from that level because it appears to be absolute chaos or absolute, but how's it all? No, you've created order out of chaos, time in and time again. Not you, but the high I am, which operates through you. Every time that you feel those thoughts come over and it feels like it's too much and you start worrying and thinking that you're falling off of the roller coaster and gonna flat on the ground, and take a deep breath and say, I am safe, I am protected, I am nurtured, I am well, I am loved, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am prosperous, I am encouraged, I am encouraging, I am a light. I am a guide. Nothing happens without me. My energy is necessary on this planet. I am special. I am one of a kind. I am healed. I am well. I am vibrating higher and higher. I am vibrating at the frequency of love. I am remembering. I am remembering my power. I remember my power. I remember my strength. I remember my wisdom. I remember my capabilities. I remember my purpose. I call on healing of the mind. I call for healing of the body. I call on healing of the spirit. I call on healing of the soul. I call that all of those components be renewed, be remade, be strengthened, be energized. I call that you come back from this transformation an absolutely new embodiment of self, with all of your wisdom intact, with all of your love intact, with all of your light intact, harmonious, at ease, confident, secure, sure, aligned, directed. Because that's what you are, and that's what you deserve. And that is already done. Ashe.